Hi there, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about getting started with the new PowerMate 3.0 software. The first thing that we're going to start with is installation. And we're going to assume at this point that you know how to download the DMG file. That would be the disk image file of the PowerMate software from our website, griffinTechnology.com/software. Once you double click on that on your desktop, this window will open up, and that's the PowerMate software, and you're going to drag it right to your applications folder. Then you're going to go ahead and scroll on down and find it. Double click on it. It's going to tell you that this is an app from the internet, and is it safe? And of course we say yes. Then you'll be prompted to say yes, you agree to the user license agreement. So the two windows open up, and then we're going to take a look at the PowerMate preferences. And you can have it automatically start up when you log in, and of course automatically check for updates daily, weekly, monthly. There's two ways that you can tell that the PowerMate software is running. One, you can have the application icon in your dock. The other way, which I kind of like a lot better, is to have this little menu icon show up in the top of your screen. Let's get started and let's make a set of actions. The PowerMate 3 interface is split up into two different windows. On the left-hand side, you'll see the main workspace, and this is where we're going to do all the detail work on our sets of actions for the PowerMate. And on the right-hand side is our library. This is where we get to pull in all the item sets, our groups, our triggers, and of course all of our actions that take place when we set up our PowerMate sets. What you can do is you can right-click to add a set, you can drop-down menu, or you can pull it directly from the library to add a set. And of course right now we're going to go ahead and name it. We're going to call it PowerMate 9000. Now we're going to assign it to an actual PowerMate. When you do that, the PowerMate will blink. And so if you have several PowerMates plugged into your system, you can figure out which one you're assigning the state to. Now up here we're going to set the light state on the PowerMate. You can set it to pulse, which flickers really fast or goes really slow, or you can do a steady state where you're just going to keep it really dim or make it really bright. Now once we've done that, we can go ahead and actually rename our PowerMate. We're going to call it PowerMate 9000. Now we're going to come over, we're going to add a group. You can do that by right-clicking, just like we said before, or you can grab it from the menu at the top. We're going to add a group. Now this is basically, you're going to tell the PowerMate which application it's going to control. So I'm going to go to my applications folder and scroll on down to Firefox. Great web browser. So now you can see that it's actually controlling Firefox. It grabs the icon and puts it in there. And if we have any special notes about what we're doing, we can type them in to this window, and it'll just keep them there. So I'm just typing in, this is my first group, hope you like it. So now what we need to do is we need to add a trigger. And there are 4 different states that you can trigger on. Normal press, a long press, a rotate left, and a rotate right. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to set a trigger to the normal press. That's just a quick tap on the PowerMate. And in our actions, we've got a bunch of them, but we're going to use key press, which is down here at the bottom. There we go. Every time we press the button on the PowerMate, it sends a command to Firefox just as if we had pressed the buttons. So in this case, we're going to choose Apple T, which is the tab command in Firefox. So every time we press the button, it's going to open up a new tab. So pretty simple idea. Now, all good software includes these great little time-saving key commands. And with PowerMate, you can use those to your advantage and create these really elegant shortcuts with a piece of hardware. In Firefox, what they've done is they have these great key commands, and that's command, square bracket, either open or closed, will allow you to navigate back or forward in your history. And so what we're going to do is we're going to combine that with our tab command, and then use the rotate left and rotate right, along with the key press. And now you can rotate left and rotate right, and it'll bring you back and forward in your history. Pretty simple command that's pretty powerful. Now, of course, we included a default set of actions so that you can just build upon. Like the QuickTime, rotate left and right to volume up. Of course, play, pause if you press the button. iTunes, we kind of improved on that, and you can scrub through the track, fast forward or rewind, and then toggle the visualizer on or off using the long press. And maybe some things that you hadn't even thought of, like using it with the address book, jumping around to the different cards. And of course, the notes field right here is chock full of all kinds of information about what all the commands do. So you don't actually have to drill all the way down to find out what the PowerMate commands do. Of course, if you get lost in any of this, we have PowerMate help right at the top. And if you're really stuck, go ahead and drop us a line, support@griffintechnology.com. Now, the PowerMate is all about making your workflow easier and giving you a hardware interface for everyday tasks. But that doesn't mean it has to be boring or necessarily kind of running in the background. Now, in PowerMate 3, we've added these great visible menus. You just drag them in from the action library, and the PowerMate hardware command can mean anything you want. In our case, we used a normal button press combined with a modifier key, in this case the Shift key, to bring up an application switcher. And it shows all the apps currently running, and stopping and pressing on one switches you to that app. But this works with a lot of other things too. In case you're interested, you can make it work with iTunes. We added the command key to it, so it's command and press. And you can scroll through your albums, artists, playlist, all those types of things, genre, composers. Stop on albums, let's go through albums, and they're all organized alphabetically, so we're in the A's of the library now. And of course, let's spin around, and we want to listen to something on the Amelie soundtrack, and pressing it automatically starts it playing. And all those are available right from the Actions menu. That's PowerMate 3. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, just drop us a line at support@griffintechnology.com. Thanks for watching.